So you've been making cakes for a while now, for your friends, your family. You even made your cousin's wedding cake. Everybody that eats your cake tells you that you should be charging money for your cakes. But here's the big question. How do you figure out how much to charge? Well, I'm Martha Timke here at Cedar Crest Kitchen with a few Timke's tips to help you with just that. Now, determining a price for a cake can be challenging and overwhelming. And if you're overwhelmed by the process, you are not alone. This is maybe the top question I get from my students and from budding cake decorators like yourself. So let's break it down step by step so you're not overwhelmed. Number one, and maybe most importantly, you need to know your costs. If you're not making money, you're not going to stay in business very long, and so you need to at least make your costs when you're determining a price. What are your costs? Well, obviously your costs are the ingredients that go into your cake, but they also include things like your gas, your electricity, your water, your paper goods. You need to put that cake in a box, and don't forget your labor. Now, figuring your costs can be fairly straightforward, but there are lots of help you can get from the internet. This is a printout of the program that I use in my business. It's from Spreadsheets 123, and it's a free download. Some more complicated programs are paid programs, but you can decide that on your own to fit your needs. But with this particular program, I am able to insert a photo, list the steps in the production method. I can plug in amounts for the ingredients. If they go up or down, I can change them. And I can also put in utility and preparation costs, my labor. The next step, once you've determined your cost, is to value and understand what your skills and limitations are. Now, limitations may sound like a negative, but I think of limitations as an opportunity to specialize. So let's think about that for a second. Let's say you are not very good at putting fondant on a cake, but your buttercream skills are amazing. Well, it sounds like you're limited, but what if you specialize in buttercream cakes? Your facilities play a role in that as well. What if you only have space for smaller cakes and you are limited in the number of cake pans that you have? So you decide to specialize in small cakes. By the way, small cakes are trending all over the internet and command quite a high price now. I know it's not easy to set a value on things as subjective as a sugar flour or a buttercream rose, but you do need to get some sort of handle on these so that you are charging the proper prices in order that you get the proper value for your work. Finally, in determining a fair price for your cake, you need to know your market. Who are your customers? Who's your competition? Ask yourself these questions. Are you in the city? Are you in the country? Is your area fairly well-to-do or squarely working class? Can your customers afford your prices, or can you afford to raise your prices? Find your niche. Are you able to do 5, 6-tier wedding cakes for hundreds of people? Or are you going to be in the market of smaller cakes, more occasion cakes, birthday cakes, anniversary cakes, things like that, for smaller groups of people? And know what people are charging in your area. Know your competition's prices. But be sure when you're comparing prices from other people that the work is comparable, that your work compares with their work. So now you have a few steps for determining the prices of your cakes. Let's review. In order to stay in business, you need to make money. In order to make money, you must know your costs, value and understand your skills and limitations, and finally, know your marketplace. I'm Martha Timke here at Cedar Crest Kitchen, and these have been a few Timke's tips to help you get a fair price for your cakes.